Greetings, Internet! I was going to start off by saying that it's somewhat traditional for me to spend the penultimate day of VEDA looking at YouTube analytics, but looking back at my old videos, it turns out that I didn't even do that in 2018, and in 2014 I did that on the 25th, not the 29th, so it's not exactly a solid tradition, but still it's what we're going to do today because that's what I've got planned. So we can see views are up. Your channel got 439 views in the last 28 days. That's more than the 60 to 90 your channel usually gets. Which, no way. That's what happens when you post videos, I suppose. They get views. Although interestingly, looking at the graph, they are not a consistent amount of views. Although I suspect that means more that some were viewed later on, not directly when they were posted, because they've all had a similar number of total views at this point. In fact, we can look at that. So yeah, 14, 10, 9, 10, 13, 9, 11, 13. They're all about the same, at least the most recent ones. Earlier on, it was eking closer to 20. They're 20 on day 6, 16, 19, 16, 18. People started off strong, but not everybody has watched all the way through. Well, we got comments-wise, we're on this page. 19, 19. Yeah, those two with my 19 had the most discussion on, talking about whether it's okay to edit art and my 200th vlog Q&A. Two fairly obvious candidates for the most commented on. But what other statistics have we got? It looks like here that my subscriber count hasn't changed, but if we change the length of the graph slightly, you can see that what's actually happened is that I've lost 2 and gained 2. So overall, there's no change. And that's actually not bad for VEDA. You tend to end up losing subscribers when you start posting regularly after having not done so for a while. But anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the stats specifically for just April. All put together across the lot of you, I have wasted 24 hours of time. I hope that was worth it. But yeah, scrolling down and looking at my most popular videos of this month, you'll see that the number one video is one from 6 years ago. The book review I mentioned from a previous VEDA that just constantly gets a trickle of organic views, and is only 2 ahead of one of my recent ones. So quitting the internet has been my most popular VEDA video. And as I mentioned in the video, that does seem to be a very sort of important topic at the moment. It's something that a lot of people are thinking about. But then we've got my search for headphones, which at least according to the average watch time, even though a lot of people started watching it, less people made it all the way through, probably because they were searching for actual recommendations rather than me complaining. Looking down here at the ones with the least amount of viewer retention, I'm completely not surprised to see that learning and music only got 21%. But given that video is half an hour long, whereas the rest of them average between 5 and 10 minutes, that's not surprising at all. What we got if we see more? Least popular of my VEDA videos so far was the tree update, but in all fairness, that's only 2 days old and therefore hasn't had the length of time for people who were behind on their subscriptions to catch up. But still, yesterday's video is already up to 12 views compared to the tree update's 8. But admittedly, yesterday's video is probably a more entertaining one, especially if you weren't already familiar with the Sheffield tree situation. So what else can we look at? Traffic sources. Where are people coming from to find my videos? We'll find that only 40% are coming from browse features, which is people using the homepage and the subscriptions feed. 12% of people are actually getting notifications, which is interesting, because I've pretty much got those turned off, apart from channels that I've forgotten about. 6% are coming from externally, which is mostly coming from Twitter, seeing as I tweet my videos every time I post them, which is interesting. But then one person has shared my video in Microsoft Teams, of all places. So somewhere there's a workplace group chat where someone has shared one of my videos, and it makes me wonder who and why and which video. Interestingly, 9.1% of views are coming as suggested videos in the sidebar and on the end of other videos. People are actually clicking on those for some reason. I hardly ever do that myself, and I can't imagine anyone seeing my face and wanting to do that, but I guess it's happening. Can we find out where they're coming from? Oh yeah, a lot of them are coming from Bulmer's Bookshelf, which is another channel which did a review on The Reality is Function, and where a lot of the trickling views to my video on that book come from. Many of them are suggestions of others of my videos, so I guess I can understand why if you're already watching one of my videos, you might want to watch another one. Somehow I was suggested on the end of a Philip DeFranco video, and someone actually clicked it. Don't know how that happened. Was that you, Dave? You're the only person I can think of who is likely subscribed to both those channels, and the algorithm might think you wanted to watch that. A couple of other people doing VEDA', Philip DeFranco again. Wow, okay. Another Reality Dysfunction video I'm getting linked on. So yeah, it's interesting to see the videos that the algorithm thinks should be linked together. So what else have we got? Geography. Ah yes, these stats are supposed to be anonymous, but I can look at this. Most of my video watches come from the UK, but then some are from Germany, so I can easily say hello Corolla, hi Spoo. But those numbers don't make sense. To have only had 12 views from Germany over 28 videos, which I know Corolla has commented on all of them, and Spoo has commented on a lot of them. So that should be higher in theory. So either some of you guys are using VPNs, or perhaps it just certain devices don't track geography correctly. Or maybe there's a privacy option somewhere that some people don't get tracked, and maybe they're only Spoo's views and not Corolla's views. All of that is pure speculation. Who knows? It is a little suspicious as well that I've got 0 views from the United States, but it does start to make you wonder about the accuracy of the entire stats in general. Looking at subscription stats, it's interesting to see that nearly 30% of my views are coming from people who are not subscribed to my channel. They're just coming across me on YouTube from other places. Speaking of other places, these are the top search terms that people have searched in YouTube too, and ended up finding one of my videos. Now, the how to make 3D glasses one I'm not surprised about. I do have a video about 3D glasses, although it's not how to make them, so I imagine people are fairly disappointed in that. Minecraft House Tour, that was one of my VEDA ones this time around, and I have to admit a little bit, expecting that video might get some organic hits, because Minecraft is fairly popular on YouTube. Project is a bit of a generic search term, but I'm guessing some of my Project for Awesome videos are probably popping up for that search. Wednesday Frog, though. That's the interesting one for me. Now, I've got a video, old video in my Origami Wednesday series where I make a frog. So I get why that's finding my video. What I don't know is why people are searching for that. Like, what happens if we search for Wednesday Frog? Okay. It's a meme of some sort by the looks. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yes, whatever. No, I'm not whitelisting you on my ad blocker. Not a chance. And when you've got pop-up videos and everything, wow, let's get off that site. But yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's a meme. So let's see what else. What have you been watching me on? Only 50% of you are watching me on an actual computer. 34% on a mobile phone. 2 views from game consoles. I saw a breakdown of that somewhere else when I was looking earlier. Yeah, if we do it by operating system. Yeah, one from Nintendo Switch and one from PlayStation. Mostly on Windows, some Android, a little bit of iOS and Mac, and some of you on smart TVs and Chromecast. A whole one view from a Linux machine. Subtitles and closed captions. There's the depressing stat that makes it really hard to get round to doing subtitles sometimes is that 98.4% of viewers don't bother using them, even when they are provided. And of the 6 viewers that did use them, I'm not entirely convinced that those aren't just me testing that the subtitles have made worked okay. Then let's have a look at end screens, shall we? YouTube suggests that you always put things on your end screen, links to other videos, to subscribe and things, but my stats show pretty clearly that no one ever clicks on them. I mean, technically not no one, but over the month of April, with basically on average 3 elements and a subscribe and 2 links on the end of each of my videos, I got 2 clicks. And I bet it's even worse for the in-video cards. Oh no, yeah, 1 person clicked on the link to the BBC Perfect Day ad. But aside from that, no one clicked on any of the cards during my videos, which is understandable. I never really understood that concept. Like, why would you want to, in general, why would you want to stop in the middle of a video you're watching to go and watch another one? It's the kind of thing you save and do at the end, at which point you click the links in the description. I really should probably stop bothering adding cards. So yeah, that was a quick look at my my stats. Have we got anything interesting in the overalls? Yeah, no, this is basically just a quick overview of the stuff we've already looked at. Let's compare that to lifetime, shall we? Yeah. It's a massive spike. Ah, yes. Well, on my lifetime view videos, you can't see what's going on because there's a massive spike for my Project for Awesome 2013 video. What about the last 365 instead? Yeah, there you can get more of a sort of look at the variation in views, and it's like, even though I've only posted 2 videos over the last year before April, still getting a fairly solid trickle of views, mostly to the Reality Dysfunction review and 3D glasses. And then I start posting again, and suddenly there's a spike, which is, as of Friday, is probably going to drop significantly again. Well, that was a quick look at my VEDA 2020 statistics. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.